Okay, we are recording. Hey, everybody, happy Wednesday. I am coming to you live for our team call. Thought about actually just recording it tomorrow because I'm not feeling 100%. I'm going to push through and do this now, and then we continue to talk about it during Team Cup month in February. I think we are getting very close to having 2 teams locked in, so I am super excited for that. So it is Wednesday, January 29th, and you are on the Team Game Changers team call, and I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Okay, I changed the title of this team call a couple of times, and okay, I thought I had opened the wrong one. Okay, I actually had changed the title of this, but it must not have saved, to just reverse engineering your goals. So that could be income, it could be Success Club points / life changed. It could be another measure that you have set, but we're kind of going to talk about the Success Club trip, how to reverse engineer that, as well as some different ways to reverse engineer your income goal, because it is proven that coaches who have some success right away, they're earning some money, they have a little bit more motivation to keep going, keep helping people, and kind of spreading that domino effect. So before we kick into that, we're going to go ahead and get into some recognition. So last week, Tyler was our top earner. So Tyler helps me in lots of ways in our business. Typically, he is not someone who's bringing in a lot of clients and coaches, but he helps me on other ends of the business. Like, he just totally helped me get our email marketing campaigns set up with everyone's emails. And kind of does a lot of the business stuff on the back end. So I can create content, I can teach, I can run our fit communities and connect with all of our clients and coaches. So congratulations to him and everyone else here up on the volume board for the week. And we have another coach who has earned Success Club for the month. Mariah is already there, and Shelby also hit Success Club this week. Kelsey and I are still pushing for that. So I am certain that next week our names will be there as well. Okay, we've talked about Success Club, and I actually talked about this with Shelby this week. Her office had not updated that she had hit Success Club, but she was at Success Club 6, and that was because she didn't have enough personal volume yet. But as long as she does by the end of the month, then she would earn Success Club. So you just need to have your 5 minimum points, and then your home direct order and your 90 PV. So if you are gunning for Success Club trip points, for, excuse me, Success Club prizes, that type of thing, you're going to want to be sure you have those things locked in. All right, so speaking of the Success Club points, I wanted to talk about the Success Club trip because the opt-in list is available, and I know Shelby got her name on there, so I kind of just wanted to talk about the process of it. So when you can go to the online office and get the link to the Success Club trip, and you can add your name to the opt-in list. So basically that's what it's saying is when other coaches do not accept their invites based on your Success Club points, you get pulled up onto the list. So I checked on one day last week and I was at like 1,600. I got my invite today. Or actually, I didn't get my invite. I got my email. Okay, let's rewind. Sorry. Okay, anyone can go right now and add their name to the opt-in list. Doesn't cost anything. You're not out anything. You just get your name on a list, and that's saying if a spot comes available, you would like an invite. Okay, so based on your Success Club points from last year, that's how you will get your invite. Okay, so put your name on the opt-in list. I did that. Then when you are close to getting your email invite, you get a notification through an email. So I got my email today saying my invite is coming tomorrow. Okay. Then once you get your email invite, so tomorrow, then I have 96 hours to accept the invite and pay my $300 non-refundable deposit. Okay. Then after that, it is my job to earn my trip. But everyone pays that $300 non-refundable deposit. It basically is like earning a trip for $300. Okay, my first 2 years as a coach, I earned it complete and full. The third trip, I did have to pay a little bit on certain quarters, but I have something in my throat. Not what it would cost us to like go on a trip on our own. It was like $60 here, $40 there, each quarter. So I'll show you how that works. There are 2 waves. The Soul Wave is April 11th through the 15th, and the Luna Wave is April 15th through the 19th. This year's trip is in, or next year's trip it would be, the trip you're earning though in 2020 is in Riviera Maya. It is a Hard Rock resort. We have been there. It is all inclusive. So your hotel room is paid for at the resort, as well as all of your food and drink. So that is amazing. Okay, so here's how you earn it. All coaches, when you earn your Success Club point, it is 5 trip dollars. But coaches who hit Success Club 5, coaches who hit Success Club 10 in a given month, it is 10 trip dollars. In January, this month, those trip dollars are doubled. So if we look at Mariah, she has 8 Success Club points. Let's say that's where she ends up. 8 times 10 is 80. This month it's doubled. So she has already earned $160 of her trip. Shelby is at Success Club 6 right now. Let's say she earned Success Club 10. 10 times 10 is 100, and this month it's doubled to 200, so she has $200 paid. The Tier 1 rooms are $1,300, and that is the maximum amount a coach can earn. So you can earn your entire $1,300 Tier 1 trip. Each quarter, every 3 months, you're going to get like a statement. And each quarter, the amount paid is $325. Okay, so January, February, March, you have those months to earn that $325. Basically, what it equals out to is Success Club 10 every month. But let's say, like, I've had big months before where I hit Success Club 18, Success Club 24. You get all of that times 10, and then it rolls over into the next quarter to go against each quarter's payment. So that's kind of a cool thing. You just need to be sure that by March 31st, you have earned 10 points, June 30th, 15 points, and September 30th, 30 points. But basically, it is on average hitting Success Club 10 every month. Okay, so that is how you would go about earning your Success Club trip, and you can just go ahead and reverse engineer that. If you want to hit Success Club 10 every month, that is pretty much like helping one new person with a challenge pack each week of the month. And you can go backwards that way. And also keeping in mind that whatever you do in January is doubled. So that's kind of a fun perk for the beginning of the year, especially since in the past, my Success Club numbers were always higher in January because everyone was ready to get going. There's always a new program. 10 rounds is coming out, which is going to be huge. So if you have questions about the Success Club trip, Tyler and I have been on 3 of them, Punta Cana, Riviera Maya, and a cruise. Highly recommend it. So I would love to chat with you about that if that is a goal of yours. Okay, just a final announcement about Team Cup. We need to be registered by Friday. It looks like we are very close to being able to have 2 teams, so I'm so excited about that. And I messaged a coach of mine and asked if she would join us, and she's like, oh, I don't think I'll be So sorry. Like pushing is hard to some people, so I don't want to let anyone down. You guys, that's not what this is about. This is just something fun that Beachbody does to kind of rally the troops in February, coming off of a great January month. They're introducing some 10 rounds prizes. It is just a way to link arms and try to help more people. If you win a prize in it, that's great. There is an individual prize for hitting Success Club. It is the 10 rounds tank or T. And then like if everyone on the team hits Success Club, then it is the Beachbody gym bag. But that's not what it's about. Like, you don't have to feel like you're letting anyone down. We are just going to work together, some fun ways to help more people in February. If you are thinking about going to Summit, I'm getting my Summit ticket on Friday. I know it is Tyler, me, Kate, Phil, hopefully Amanda. I'm going to visit with Amanda to see if she would have any room in her hotel room for anyone else. If you are thinking about going, I would highly recommend, especially if you are working on building this business. It is an amazing opportunity to work out with super trainers, hear from top coaches, as well as top people in just the professional development and business industries. It is a game changer. Working out on the streets of a city with 25,000 people is so empowering, and it is very cool. And the last thing I want to talk to you about is an option. Our upline is hosting a Tribe Impact. That is the name of our uplines team. Our retreat in November in Florida. And any of us in that downline, we have a chance to earn the trip. It is just $100 deposit, and that is to be in the push group. And they're not like using that money to help like fund the trip. It's just to make sure they have money to put down on the house that they're renting. And then like that $100 will just go towards like retreat swag that you will all get back when you are there. And the great thing about this retreat, and while I'm considering doing it, is one, I just like the push of things like that. I could use a beach vacation in November, whether I'm able to go or not. It's a fun thing to work for. And the cool thing is they're not just doing it based on rank, but they're doing it based on whatever goal you set for yourself. So there's some coaches on this team, you guys, Team Game Changers, that are super close to Diamond. You rank advance to Diamond between now and this timeline they set forth, the end of August, you would be able to earn this leaders retreat. They have another volume and income goal, as well as advancing 2 emeralds. And between now and August, hitting Success Club 40, which is 5 points a month. If you're like me, you're working towards that anyway. So I will go ahead and get you more details on that if that is something you're interested in, and be sure that you are included in the Tribe Impact page so you can get information on that. But it's a great opportunity because oftentimes when leaders put together those retreats, they're based only on rank, and you may not have a rank goal. So like right now, the coaches I'm helping aren't my personally sponsored coaches. So a rank goal maybe isn't the most realistic for me, but I can work on my volume and income and still earn this retreat. So it's a very cool opportunity that the leaders above us are allowing us to take part in. So I'm excited for that. I went ahead and updated the February calendar. All of the free wellness community weeks are planned. Kelsey has suggested doing a sheet pan week next week, so I will be sending all of that information out tomorrow. The following week after that is a self-love week, followed by a sugar detox, which has always been good timing after Valentine's Day. And then we'll just end with like a random spirit week. I am still enrolling for Meet Me at the Bar, round 2 fit community members. Just kind of pushed it back. We'll still start on the 3rd with a prep week, but starting actual week 1 on the 10th. And then this here for team calls is kind of like the rotation I would like to get in. just every other week doing a team call, 1 week doing a new coach call, and 1 week doing like an action hour where we just get on and we work on our inviting. All right, so now we're going to get to the meat of the call, and this is just reverse engineering your goals. Okay, so I want you to think about, and if you have a sheet of paper, you can write it down, but just what would you like Beachbody to do for you income-wise in a given month? Okay, so when I started, I just wanted to get my Shakeology paid for. And then I wanted to get my Shakeology paid for and my husband's Shakeology. And after that, I'm like, well, what if I could pay for all our Shakeology and then like boys' diapers? And then all of a sudden I was earning like our daycare for the month. And we will put in the Beachbody income disclaimer that of course Beachbody does not guarantee any success of income, is all based on each coach's individual skill and diligence. But I had a number in mind, and my most important thing was getting my Shakeology paid for. So I would like you to think of what number you have in mind. So is it like $100 a month, $200 to $500 a month? Like honestly, if I am being transparent, my income goal is $1,000 a week, and I am a ways off on that, but it is my goal. So what I do is I reverse engineer that and break that up. Is like, if I want to get there in the next year, what am I going to have to do each quarter to get me closer to that goal? Because something like that isn't going to happen overnight. Okay. So let's think about how much do you want to make from coaching? And keeping in mind, like, yes, this is a call about income because Shelby had asked me, like, how do you earn money as a coach? But I want us to be past just the fact it has to be Success Club, it has to be challenge packs. But just when you set that goal, go for higher than you are earning now. Like, what is just a little bit more you could do for yourself and your family? What could this do for you guys? So if you have a pen and paper, just write it down and like keep in mind what we do. Yes, we get a check every Thursday from it. That is amazing. But we are doing it because we're helping other people by sharing ourselves and our journey. And that's what we get paid for. So hopefully we are sharing, not selling, and becoming storytellers, not salespeople. Okay, so keeping that number in mind, let's just talk about challenge packs. We touched on it last week, but I broke down the different challenge packs. $160 challenge pack is a $50 commission. Then there's that next challenge pack, which is like your Shakeology and your Recover and Energize. Like when people order that, like they're all in, they're ready to do this, right? That's a $60 commission. And then there's like the higher up challenge packs, like those deluxe and mega packs, earning you like $70 or $75. So if you think about hitting Success Club 6 each month, that's helping 3 new people. And let's say they're just buying the base challenge pack, you guys, that's already $150. So if you set your goal as $200 a month, $200 a month would help your family pay a certain bill. You only have $50 more you have to earn. So that's obviously the most cut and dry way to earn your income as a coach, but there are other ways. So let's talk about on demand. You guys learned last week that on demand is a $40 it's a $40 commission for the annual Beachbody on demand. If they're getting the 6 months, it's a $23.60 commission. And if they're doing the quarterly, it's $15.55. Now keep in mind, that's going to re-up and they're going to resubscribe every 3 months. So over the year, that's actually more money. But I don't know about you, like I would prefer to put that savings in my customer's pocket if they're ready to go all in with the annual membership. So I know I'm going to go ahead and open the group because last week we wrapped up our 10 new starts in January. And Tyler just had one person in that. So like we did receive that 15.25 in commission. But I see like Mariah has 1, 2, 3, 4 people in there, 5 people in there. Okay, at the end of their 14 days, if they did not cancel, they were subscribed for 3 months. She had 5 people in times 15.55. Okay, that was $77.75 in commission just for those bods. Now keep in mind, we do those every month, the second week of the year. Hopefully from there, maybe they decided to do a challenge pack. Maybe they decided to add on Energize. Maybe they're going to do that next time when they get in the fit community and see what is going on. And my percentage rate for people sticking with Beachbody On Demand after that 10 new start group has been at about 80%. So like that is a pretty nice amount to add on to your weekly check. So over the course of a year, that compounds, right? Like Mariah had 5 people in the group last week. Let's say next month she gets another 5. That continues to add on. 20 customers getting the annual subscription is $800 a year. 20 customers getting the quarterly subscription is $1,244 a year. So you guys, even these quarterly Beachbody On Demand memberships add up, and we are getting the online fitness studio into so many more people's hands because we're not just obsessed about getting them started with a challenge pack. Just get them started with something. Hey, then you know that we have tons of other products in our arsenal, right? And you can pick which ones your favorites are. So like I pick my ones that I always touch on are Energize, Shakeology, sometimes Recover. I do the 3-day refresh every so often. I love the beach bars. I would like to use collagen. Like sometimes I just have to like choose, right? Energize is on there twice, I see. But you need to pick which ones that you are going to share about. So if I were to pick 3, my top 3, in addition to Beachbody On Demand, I would say mine are Energize, Shakeology, and right now probably Recover. Okay, so that means how am I going to get these products into other people's hands? Well, one, when they get their 3-month trial of Beachbody On Demand, I'm going to put ask if I can put in the cart my Energize, my Go Juice, my daily Go Juice. Like, are you planning on working out in the morning? Do you struggle with energy? Are you trying to get over Diet Coke or Diet Mountain Dew habit like I was? I'm going to put some Energize in your share cart. You can take a look at it. If you don't want it, you can edit the cart and take it out. But oftentimes they're going to want to try it. And they're going to love Energize as much as we do. And it's just sharing about it in your story. And you guys, even myself, I need to do a better job of just showing instead of just showing it. There's so many stories we can tell. So like pick your top 3 products that you enjoy. Mine are Energize, Shakeology, and Recover. How am I going to share those? Okay, every morning I am going to be mixing, shaking, doing something with my Energize. Anytime I'm talking about how I wake up at 5 a.m., I'm going to say, that's because of Energize. Anytime I am in a mid-afternoon slump and I want a Diet Mountain Dew or another cup of coffee with creamer, or I want to take a nap, but I have things I need to get done, I'm going to tell the story about how Energize to the rescue. And maybe not calling it Energize. Sometimes we need to have a little bit of that curiosity marketing, because people can go and Google Energize, they can order their own, they're going to get connected with a free coach, and you're not going to get that credit. You're not going to be able to establish that relationship with that person because they just went on and ordered it on the website, or found it cheaper somewhere else, which is actually stolen product. So don't recommend that. But you got to tell the story, and you call it whatever you're going to call it. For me, it's my Go Juice. Shakeology is my superfood or my sanity shake. Recover is my chocolate plant-based muscle magic. And I tell the story about how I get to have chocolate pudding for breakfast. I mix it with my plain Greek yogurt and I have like chocolate pudding or brownie batter dip for breakfast. And it helps my muscles not be so sore. And my superfood shake, I tell the story every day in my story when I pour it or when I stir it, that it helps me reduce cravings, that it has helped heal my body from the inside out. That it is my afternoon snack, so I don't snack on unhealthy things. When I'm in the car on road trips, I tell about how it's saving me from stopping at a gas station. When my kids are out eating fast food and I'm having my shake instead, I'm taking a picture of my receipt of the fast food bill and how my shake was $3.33. I'm telling those stories instead of just saying like, oh, what day is today? Day 29 on a 365 shake. You have to tell the story about why you're using those things. So whatever your few favorite products are, you don't need to promote all of them. You don't need to tell your story of all of them. Some of them I don't use. I have used collagen in the past. I'm not currently using it. So that's not a story I'm going to be telling right now. But is it a story I told this fall when I was using it? You bet. Beach bars. Our family loves them. We don't always have them on hand, but when we do, I'm telling the story of my kids, how it's like a healthy on-the-go snack. How when I want a candy bar, I have one in my car, so I don't stop for something that's unhealthy, and I can use something that is healthy. I'm planning those 3-day refresh groups after holidays. Before or after I've come back or gone on vacation, and showing other people like how they can use them too, rather than just like sharing a bunch of product names. I'm telling the story of how these things have helped me. So if you can look at those amounts of commission, you can think about how many orders you would need in addition to on demand, in addition to the challenge pack, to get to that number that you picked at the beginning of the call. And then we talked about this before, but again, keep in mind you are getting those team cycle bonuses if you are Emerald, Ruby, or Diamond. So this would be for an Emerald coach. Just to give an example, on a given week, if you have 600 on your left leg and 500 on your right, if you do the math on that and subtract the 2-to-1 ratio, that's $42 just in cycles that you can add on, thinking of that income goal that you set for yourself in a given month. So if you're following along at home, I want you to go ahead and take a sheet of paper and draw like a square like this on your paper. And at the top, you can go ahead and put your income goal. So this coach had an income goal of $200 a month. So in each of these squares is 4 ways to get to $200 or about $200 a month. Okay, the first way is obviously hitting Success Club 6. 50 times 3 is 150. And then they helped 3 people with Energize and 1 person with Shakeology to get their $220. Okay, a different way to look at it. Someone who didn't hit Success Club. They helped 2 people with a challenge pack though, so that's $100. But they were able to do one of those 10 new start groups. They got 3 people on quarterly bod, and 3 of those people also ordered Energize with their 3-month trial, and then 1 of the people who ordered a challenge pack ordered an Energize. Okay, different way, still getting you to that about $200 a month. Okay, now this next person, that's where I'm at right now, Success Club 2. That's still $50 commission. Okay, but they were like Mariah, they got 5 people in that fresh start or new start group. So 5 quarterly demands, that is $77.75 like we figured out earlier. And then they sold an annual bod and a Shako, still getting you to that $200. Okay. Now this other person, they didn't help anyone with a challenge pack at all. It was just other products. They have 2 Energize, 2 annual bods, 2 Shakeology, and 2 quarterly bods. Still shakes out to around $200. So there are so many different ways with all of the things that we have, all of the tools that we have at our fingertips, all of the things that we use that we can share with others to help us get to that goal. Because ultimately, you guys, if you are just here to earn these amounts, you're probably not going to do very well as a coach. You have to have a servant's heart. You have to be willing and wanting to help people. And you have to be ready to share how your story, how working out at home has helped you, how drinking this shake in those little colored containers, or plating your food if you're using 2B mindset, how Energize helps you get up in the morning, and it's that like activation, that trigger of, oh, now it's time for me to work out. You have to want to share and tell your story of how these things have helped you. So keeping in mind that income goal that you have in mind, you can take this and you can come up with 4 different scenarios of how you want to reach that income goal in February. In Team Cup month, keeping in mind in Team Cup month, coaches are going above and beyond what they normally do because we're doing it together. We have the incentive of these awards. Beachbody is providing extra training and everyone is just extra fired up. So it is proven that coaches who participate in Team Cup are helping more people, which is ultimately what we want. Okay, I'm gonna stop my share. Okay, so that was just a little bit of reverse engineering about how you can pick a goal, and that is individual to you. Like, just pick something a little higher than what you're doing now and work backwards. How many challenge packs do you think you can help someone with a month? How many people can you get in our next 10 new starts group? How many friends would benefit of yours from drinking superfoods or using Go Juice? If you have people who don't want to join you with the home workouts because they're using the gym, they can still benefit from a pre and post workout. They can still work on their nutrition. A lot of times for gym goers, that is the piece that's missing. And so it's turning your story into something that will inspire others to help you reach that goal that you wrote down on that paper. So I am excited to hear if you're willing to share what you set your goal as and how you want to work to get there. Are you someone who believes like you just think a challenge pack is best? That could be. But are you also seeing that there's other ways to get people started? Oh, I have a tickle in my throat with something that could help them be successful. And maybe when they get in the fit community and they see people logging their shakes, they see people plating their foods with portion control, they see the recipes in those little colored boxes under all the recipes, they see us mixing our Go Juice, they're going to want to try it too because you've shared your story. You've inspired them on how you have taken your life from where it was before Beachbody and you've done something with it that has helped you be healthier, happier, or more fulfilled, which is like basically our Beachbody mission. So thank you for being on this journey with me, for sharing your story and inspiring others to do the same. I hope everyone has a great week. And if you have questions about the Success Club trip, if you have questions about Team Cup, and if you have questions about that retreat I talked about in November, or how we can reverse engineer your specific goal, I would love to work with you one-on-one to make that happen. Have a great rest of the week, everyone.